News tonight, sources telling WUSA 9 that D.C. Council Chair Phil Mendelson has reached a deal with the Commanders on an amended stadium agreement. Now, we are told that he will put the deal before the council in a vote within the next week or so during public hearings. The Commanders did not respond to a request for comment. Rafael Sanchez Cruz live at RFK Stadium site right now. Rafael, Mayor Bowser reacted to this potential vote. What exactly did she have to say? No doubt she's probably excited about this.
Yeah, that's right, Larry. She said it would be a great idea to put this deal up for a vote as soon as Friday, which reportedly could be the day that the D.C. Council could vote. But the question is tonight, what does this amended deal look like? What changes have they made? And how different is it between what the mayor and the Commanders agreed to? Today, Mayor Muriel Bowser broke ground on Ward 7's new Fort Davis Community Center. But all eyes are on another proposed investment in Ward 7, the new RFK Stadium.
This is what I support, getting the deal done.
The D.C. Council and the Washington Commanders have reportedly agreed on potential changes for the deal.
We're on ongoing negotiations.
That's Ward 7 Council member Wendell Felder when asked about those changes. Meanwhile, Mayor Muriel Bowser had this to say.
If there's something that needs to be changed, let's change it. Let's change it.
Less than 24 hours ago, Felder released a report on a series of recommendations made by Ward 7 neighbors.
The recurring themes that we heard, obviously employment, create more opportunities for small and local businesses, workforce.
Another issue, protecting resident parking.
RFK is, to me, having a football team is not a priority.
Ward 7 resident Annette Ivy says she's concerned about traffic congestion, an issue reflected in a study requested by the D.C. Council.
How are we going to deal with the mass of people, influx of people coming in from Maryland, from DMV? Where are they going to go? What are you going to do with the residents that live in the neighborhood? How are they going to deal with it? Because like you said, we've had it before, and it was a mess then.
Mayor Bowser says her team has learned a great deal about traffic control, given the crowds at Nats Park and Capital One Arena, adding,
we have added a lot more transportation and transit options.
Yeah, Larry, these kinds of issues are bound to come up next week when the D.C. Council will be hosting two public hearings, one for D.C. residents, another for D.C. government, to talk about the RFK deal. But tonight it's still unclear whether this input will actually be able to shape the amended deal that we have just reported on. Again, a lot of questions still surrounding if there's still time to make any changes. And as you saw there, Councilmember Wendell Felder, who represents Ward 7 here right behind me, was unclear about the details of those changes. We, of course, will stay on top of it. Live outside the RFK site, I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz. Back to you.
Well, you know, it's interesting because we heard from at least one resident in your piece there that talked specifically about the issue of parking. Mayor Bowser then countered that by saying that there are plenty of transportation options. But that report clearly laid out one of the issues with this deal is that the stadium does not have sufficient parking in or around the stadium, which is something that we hopefully in this amended deal will be addressed. Rafael, good to see you as always. Thank you so much.